work for him. Help me welcome Brandon and his speech titled, The Home Buying Process. The Home Buying Process.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Did you know that buying a home is one of the biggest decisions, financial decisions that people ever make? And it's important for buyers to understand not just the process, but also the details that happen behind the scenes. Without that understanding, this could cause delays, unexpected costs, and confusion. As someone experienced in real estate, I've seen how important it is for buyers to not only know the process, but also understand the little key steps that happen, the nuances that happen behind the scenes. I think I said that twice. So today, I want to share with you guys the three stages of the home buying process. First is preparation. Second is financing and home search. And third is closing. That's when you get the keys. Let's dive into the preparation stage. During this stage, more than likely, buyers are beginning to check out their finances, determining how much home they can afford, their credit scores, and possibly working with a real estate agent. But one of the most commonly misunderstood steps in that process is the pre-approval versus a pre-qualification letter. According to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, a pre-approval is not the same as a pre-qualification letter. A pre-approval is more reliable than a pre-qualification because it bases that information on financial facts versus estimates that were just verbally given. Another overlooked detail of the home of that step of preparing is the cost to actually get to the point of purchasing the home. Those costs are home inspections, earnest money deposits, the appraisal. So sometimes knowing those steps or knowing those costs could be unexpected, and knowing those costs, knowing what those costs are before you start as you continue on with the home buying process will help you get a better financial picture of what it's basically you have a clear financial picture of, or the buyer would have a better financial picture of where they're at. Now that we've talked about preparation, the next stage is financing and home search. During this phase, buyers begin to secure financing by working with lenders to see what their options are. They also begin searching for homes and making offers. One key aspect of this stage is the appraisal. Most people think that the appraisal is meant to protect you, but it's not. It's not to protect you. According to the Housing and Urban Development, the appraisal is used to determine the value of the home, so that the lender doesn't. It's basically to protect the lender. It's to protect. It's basically determine the value of the home and protect the lender's loan, essentially. Another a key aspect of this process or of this stage is debt to income. According to Fannie Mae, lenders require a DTI is also what it's known as, debt to income of 43%. So debt to income is a buyer's monthly debt expense compared to monthly income. I thought I was supposed to pause, but I guess I paused too long. Okay. So even with good credit, if your debt to income is too high, it could blow your possibilities of getting a loan. So understanding these little steps in the stage will help you kind of get that, or just kind of give you that expectation of what it's going to be like going further down the process of buying, or when you get into that process of buying the home. Now that we've discussed the financing, home search, the final stage is closing. The title, or at closing, this is where the title company plays a critical role. They check for liens on the property, any claims, anything that will basically cause or prevent the transfer of the property going to the buyer. One of the important aspects of this stage is the estimated closing costs. A lot of buyers underestimate what the closing costs are going to be. Closing costs typically in our area are about, or not in our area, but I would say probably in Texas are about 2 to 5% according to the National Association of Realtors. So for example, if you're buying a $300,000 house, that could be between $6,000 to $15,000 in closing costs. So being aware of these costs will help you prepare in the beginning, make sure you have the money to be able to close. So in conclusion, there are 3 main stages to buying a home. You have preparation, financing and home search, and closing. By knowing these overlooked steps, the little nuances that happen, it'll help you better prepare so you can start the process of shopping for a home more confidently and make better decisions. Thank you.
Thank you, Brendan.